Just in case you weren't sure that all the stuff you hear in the news about Syria, Russia, Putin, Trump is bullshit, here's a report from the Military Times. It says U.S. and Russia military sharing more information on Syria. What? I thought we were fighting Russia and Syria. Huh? What? What are you? Are you kidding me? Well, here's what it says. U.S.-Russia talks on their separate fights against the Islamic State group are becoming more productive and more frequent, American officials said, with both sides trading information in real time and even outlining some of their strategic objectives in the months ahead. What's the date on this article? December 27th. This was in the Military Times. This is based on a report from the AP in the Military Times. The closer contacts between the two countries have developed despite their bitter accusations against each other over the devastation in Aleppo and Moscow's claim the relations are now frozen on all practical levels. So you mean their public rhetoric isn't matching what's actually happening on the ground in a war zone? You mean their propaganda is exactly that? And if you look closer, oh, they're actually working together now in Syria? I thought we hated Russians in Syria and Assad. How could we be working with them? They're gassing people, and it turns out that was a lie. And it was the rebels who were actually gassing people. Oh, damn it. And where'd they get the gas from? Turkey? Oh, damn it. So, turns out it's all bullshit. Just like we've been saying. Oh, let's keep going. But U.S. officials with knowledge of the ongoing conversation are crediting both sides with putting aside much of the public animosity. And let's, you know that stuff that our politicians are doing for political reasons? Let's put that aside because we got a war to fight, which has included Washington's accusation of Russian war crimes in Aleppo and Moscow charge of American support for terrorist groups such as Al-Qaeda. Since December 15th, the U.S.-led coalition has conducted airstrikes on about 24 locations around Palmyra, destroying air defense weapons, tanks, aircraft shelters, storage bunkers, and other vehicles and equipment. That's interesting. So we're bombing now. The United States is bombing in Palmyra, which has been taken over by rebels, which I thought we were supporting. Turns out we're not supporting them anymore, according to this Military Times article. I know we're training rebels secretly, the CIA spending most of their money training terrorists. They call them rebels in Jordan. Now it turns out we're bombing the same people we've been training. Let's look. At the same time, U.S. and Russian officials have been ensuring that the two militaries don't cross paths in airspace above the city that ISIS militants seized for the second time earlier this month, and that American strikes don't mistakenly hit Russian or Syrian forces. So we're not fighting Syria? We're not fighting Assad anymore? We're not anymore. Really? No. Isn't that something? And we're working, Are we working with Russia? What? There's more. Palmyra poses particular difficulties. Several hundred ISIS forces are believed to be in the city, but Syrian government and Russian troops are also there, making it difficult to tell them apart. Really? According to officials, the U.S. and Russian militaries have been communicating regularly, often in real time, as strikes have been about to launch to make sure innocent troops aren't at risk, which is one of my favorite Orwellian speaks. Innocent troops. There's no such thing as an innocent troop in a war. You're in a war. You're a target practice. You're target fodder. What are you talking about? An innocent troop? You're in a war. There's no such thing as an innocent troop. You're either a soldier or you're not. There's innocent civilians. That's really Orwellian. To make sure innocent troops aren't at risk. The new concentration of U.S. strikes around Palmyra. By the way, remember when we had that big debate in Congress of whether we should go to war in Syria? Remember that? Me neither. Never happened. I remember when Barack Obama wanted to go into Syria because he said that Assad was gassing his own people. And then for whatever stupid reason, he put it to a vote in Congress, and they said no, because Americans people don't want this. And so now they just do it anyway. They don't even ask anybody. Well, okay, he said no, let's just do it anyway. They did it anyway. They're in there. They ran out of bombs in Syria. So that's beautiful. The new concentration of U.S. strikes around Palmyra in the past week has made the effort especially important for Russia, one senior U.S. official said. Let me read that again. The new concentration of United States strikes, meaning bombs, around Palmyra in the past week has made the effort especially important for Russia. What does that mean? So now that the United States is helping Russia bomb in Palmyra, is that now it has a special importance? Is that what that means? But as Syria's various conflicts have escalated, it became more critical for the U.S. and Russia to make sure they avoid crashes and other problems in the increasing crowded skies, as happened when the U.S. mistakenly killed dozens of Syrian soldiers in airstrikes near Deir el-Zur in September. What? I thought we were trying to kill Syrian soldiers. I thought that was the whole thing. I thought we were trying to topple Assad. I thought they were killing their own people. What? Now we're bombing in aid of Assad? Yes. Yes. Now we're helping Assad. We were helping Al-Qaeda and ISIS and al-Nusra. Now we're back to helping Russia and Syria and Assad. Makes you feel like a chump, huh? When you watch the fucking news or you read the New York Times bullshit. Makes you feel like a chump, right? Because that's how they play you, for chumps. Doesn't it make you want to go to MSNBC and wring everyone's neck? Does me. We certainly don't want to have a repeat of that. You mean the bombing of they mistakenly killed dozens of Syrian soldiers in airstrike. So the United States mistakenly killed. So now again, we just mistakenly. So let's remember, when terrorists kill 24, 36, 48 people, dozens, that's horrible. When we do it, oopsie. Again, it's an oopsie.
Now, were those innocent Syrian soldiers?
I don't know if those were in it. Maybe they were. I don't know. Innocent Syrian soldiers. So that's what happened. And then we certainly don't want to have a repeat of that. What? Why? I thought you were trying to kill Syrian soldiers. This is how schizophrenic our stupid foreign policy is. You know why? Because it doesn't matter who we're bombing as long as we're bombing. As long as we can make more bombs, build more weapons, sell more stuff. That's all this is about. Fossil fuels and the military-industrial complex. Eisenhower was right. And doesn't it make you feel like a chump? Now when you watch CNN or MSNBC or AB, doesn't it make you want to just slap them right in their fucking faces? Doesn't it? It does me.